Every gardener knows that compost is supposed to be the magic key to healthy soil and thriving plants. But here's something few talk about. When your soil is truly lifeless, even good compost can take months before worms return. The biology just isn't there yet. What you need is something that worms can sense, something that draws them up through the soil almost immediately. It turns out that one common kitchen scrap, something most people throw away, does that better than any compost pile ever could. The secret is simple: rice water. The secret isn't feeding worms, it's feeding what worms feed on. Worms don't eat vegetable peels or coffee grounds directly. What they eat is the bacterial and fungal film that grows on decomposing material. So to attract worms fast, you don't need more scraps, you need to spark microbial life first. That's exactly what rice water does. When you soak or rinse rice before cooking, the cloudy liquid that's left behind is loaded with starch, a perfect food source for beneficial microbes. Once poured onto the soil, those microbes multiply rapidly, creating a feast for worms that can draw them in within days. Rice water works differently from compost or manure because it doesn't overwhelm the soil with bulk material. Instead, it works at a microscopic level, jump-starting the biological engine that makes worms return. Where compost adds long-term organic matter, rice water activates immediate microbial energy. And once the microbes explode in number, worms will follow them like bees to nectar. When poured into soil or under mulch, rice water seeps into the top few inches of earth. The starch acts as a slow-release carbon source, not too much to cause rot, but just enough to fuel bacterial growth. Within hours, the surface microbes begin to multiply. They start breaking down any nearby organic matter, releasing a mild heat and a scent that worms detect through the soil. What makes this process so effective is the balance of nutrients in rice water. It contains trace minerals like magnesium, phosphorus, and potassium, along with small amounts of nitrogen. More importantly, it has simple sugars and complex carbohydrates that bacteria love. Those bacteria, in turn, become the first meal for protozoa and fungi, which form the foundation of a living soil food web. Worms sense that microbial bloom and move in to graze. This is why gardeners who pour rice water on their mulch often notice worm castings appearing in days, not weeks. Making rice water is straightforward, but the way you use it makes all the difference. Start by taking 1 cup of uncooked rice, white or brown, both work, and rinse it in about 4 cups of clean, non-chlorinated water. Swirl it vigorously for 30 seconds until the water turns milky white. Strain it off and store it in a covered container at room temperature. If you want to take this a step further and supercharge it, you can ferment the rice water for 24 to 48 hours before applying it. During fermentation, naturally occurring lactobacillus bacteria multiply, breaking down the starch even more and producing organic acids that further enrich the soil microbiome. You'll know it's ready when the liquid smells slightly sweet or sour but not rotten. To apply it, simply pour the rice water directly onto your soil or over your mulch layer. For best results, do this in the evening or early morning when the soil is cool and moist. If you're working with dry, compacted soil, loosen the surface first so the liquid can penetrate better. 1 liter of rice water can treat about 2 square meters of soil. For large garden beds, repeat once a week for 3 to 4 weeks, then taper off to once a month as worm activity increases. While rice water alone is powerful, pairing it with the right mulch takes the effect to another level. A thin mulch layer made from chopped leaves, grass or straw provides the food and shelter that worms need after they're drawn in. The rice water feeds the microbes on the mulch, and those microbes break down the material faster. A practical way to combine the two is by watering your mulch with rice water once every few days during the first 2 weeks. After that, you'll notice the mulch becoming darker and spongier, a sign of microbial activity. If you gently lift the top layer, you'll often see tiny worms or cocoons already forming. The worms begin to multiply rapidly once they have consistent food, moisture, and shelter. In traditional composting, most of the easily available food for microbes gets consumed during the heating process. By the time you apply compost to the soil, it's stable, which means the microbial feast is mostly over. Worms love the finished compost for its texture, but they don't find it immediately irresistible. Fermented rice water, on the other hand, offers fresh microbial growth right on the soil surface. It's alive when you apply it, not after weeks of breakdown. The other advantage is accessibility. You don't need a compost bin, piles of material, or months of waiting. Rice water takes just minutes to prepare, and honestly, it starts working within just a few hours. It's especially valuable for gardeners working with lifeless ground, or containers where worms are, completely absent. By activating the biological layer first, you actually create conditions that worms and beneficial organisms will naturally migrate toward. You can multiply the effect by using rice water as a soil inoculant. If you already have a small patch of soil that's alive with worms, use it as an inoculant for those dead zones in your garden. Just collect a few handfuls of that living soil and mix it with rice water to make a slurry. Right, so just pour this mixture into the new area. It spreads both microbes and worm eggs at once. This simple transfer, really mimics what the Amish and Japanese natural farmers have done for generations, sharing living soil through liquid cultures rather than relying on synthetic inputs. Within a few weeks, you'll start seeing the telltale signs of recovery: softening soil, better moisture retention, and eventually the return of earthworms. Once that happens, your soil ecosystem becomes self-sustaining. The worms begin aerating, enriching, and fertilizing your soil continuously, so you'll need less compost and fewer inputs every season. So next time you rinse rice in your kitchen, don't let that cloudy water just go down the drain. You're actually holding one of the most powerful microbial starters nature ever made, one that brings worms faster than compost and breathes life back into tired soil. If this guide helped you understand how simple kitchen scraps can restore your garden's vitality, make sure to subscribe to Soil Doctor and share this video with other growers. The more gardeners who start feeding soil life instead of fighting it, the sooner we'll all be growing in rich, living earth again.